The Ghana prophet wey they call one god, they say the man don't come outside o come tell Nigeria government say they go release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but e get wetin e talk for that place wey be say e gas e be, and we will pray that this thing will never be the portion of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I would like you to watch this video and hear it with your own ear. The thing we talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Watch it with your own ear.
Wait, so do you know a teacher called Dr. Malakayok? Have you heard about him before?
For where?
Somebody says that our master teacher, Dr. Malakayok, has been locked down for 10 years in America. What can we do?
That person need to contact.
Please contact World Seer, okay, and tell him whatever it is so that he can look into it.
You can't tell, just send a picture and the name. Not,
yes,
not tell us anything.
Yeah, send the picture of that Dr. Malachi, and then he will tell you the rest. Sia will tell you what and why he's
Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah, Nnamdi.
Nnamdi Kanu is free in the spiritual world, so Nigeria should have hope. But the baddest news is they give that man poison. That poison will take time before it will show. So they go free him. They know what they do him. So Nnamdi Kanu.
And then he's still not free.
No, we can.
Free by.
We when they give you poison like that, you need some leaves from the river
to take out the poison.
To take out the poison.
So they should contact you.
If they choose,
please contact
Nnamdi Kanu.
Oh yes.
He's free in the spiritual world. They will free him.
But they know what they have done.
Yeah, they will free him.
So the free will be free.
So the poison, they won't finish that man in the poison way. Because that man is fighting for the Biafra, and they start this thing to be now. You see, but right now the Hausa people and the other Fulani people say if they free the man, they too they will build their own empire. So now war will enter Nigeria.
But Russia, why they not fight the man themselves? Where they give the man poison? But
they try to fight the man, but the man escape. They still won't fight him. So Nnamdi Kanu for be very careful, but he will flee. So in the spiritual world, he's free. He will come out. So Nigeria should not worry too much. He will come out. He's a strong man. He will come out. He only needs protection. That is all. He will come out. But that poison will worry him. It will bring sickness on him. He will come out. So those people calling the world seer to cross-check, Nnamdi Kanu is free in the spiritual world. He will come out. But he will not get long life. That is the problem.
But something can be done about it.
Oh, something can be done.
Something can be done about it.
When somebody take poison, the solution that can remove that baddest substance from our body is in our river. It's not on the land. Those trees, those plants in the river, now those things that they use for poison.
Teach me where can go pluck them.
You see, Amo.
No, teach me. I can go and pluck them. I'll be doing healing for people.
I saw it did. Those things you will get. We add something to eat. Make the person boil them. The person go boil them, they take them. He go vomit. He go private.
Vomit that thing.
He go vomit and go private. They go see all the poison go remove.
Really?
Then go there alive. That minister he died for Ghana here, John Kuma.
Yes.
Like if they respect the world seer, like John Kuma no go die. As I can't talk say Parliament go get big funeral now. Where the man to the sick, they know say the man is sick, then they carry and go abroad, South Africa, US. Now the man take bad substance. You know say the man, what they do? They go comot the blood or give a new blood still he buy. So that substance, every poisonous substance, solution dey inside river.
And I also want you to watch this second video and hear the message where these people send for their own side. You know, this issue of Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, now this thing that started from decades. Why can't these people that run in Nigeria acknowledge that these people do not want to be together with us? Let's leave them go. Those who want to build Nigeria should continue with Nigeria. I don't understand what is there than us going, because Nigeria are not ready to leave the Biafrans. And where this thing will end will definitely be war. It will be war. There's no other way. Nigeria that I know now can never let Biafra to go. Can never. Unless it leads to war. So if Nigeria youth, if you people are ready to go for another one, then keep quiet and let this government be playing with your head. Tomorrow, we'll see where all of us will end. Watch this particular one.
Yesterday, and it's the biggest news today, and Nigerians are expressing their opinions on this arrest. Comments are coming in from all over the world concerning if the appropriateness of the extradition, was it properly done, and if the Nigerian government should tread cautiously on how this man is continuously tried, especially because he represents a whole nation of people. He represents a whole youth people who believe in his ideology. So there have been different thoughts and comments from all over, and I would like to hear your thoughts. Before I bring in our guests to share his thoughts, let me come to you, ladies. What are your general thoughts on not just how he was brought back, but how he should be treated?
Okay, so my first thought is, well, he jumped bail, he must face that.
Yeah.
So finally he was caught, and then he has to face that. I mean, it's in the right of federal government to make sure that he faces prosecution for jumping bail. That's one. Secondly, because of what he represents and the delicateness of the matter, I think that government should be very careful that they make sure that the system of justice is operated fairly, so that everybody can see, so that there's no cause for any groups of people or any persons to say, oh, this was actually a witch hunt. But when people see that that this is done properly and is followed judiciously, they are able to say, well, we can see from the courts that this is what he did, and these are the steps that have been taken to prosecute him fairly.
Yeah. All right, so I share in the sentiment of those that are saying that nothing must happen to him. I share that sentiment very strongly. I feel that the government, everybody in charge of Nnamdi Kanu right now should be at 100% alert to ensure that he remains in good health, no harm comes to him, no accidental discharge. Even if he chooses to take his own life, he is not allowed to. He's under 24-hour supervision, because we understand the delicacy of what he's going through. I want him to face fair justice, but I also want him, number one, to be safe, because I don't want anybody in the guise of reprisal or Boko Haram Yusuf case to happen again. Number two, I believe that there is a reason that millions of people followed him. And the government shouldn't just think they are dealing with one person. But like in the case of Boko Haram, they are dealing with an ideology, a disgruntlement from a group of people that like what he's saying, even if they don't like him as a person. We must also deal with that area. So there is a part of justice for him. He jumped bail. He's a leader of a group that has been proscribed. All of that on one side. The other side is the agitation side of what is he saying? What are the complaints? Are people following him? You need to understand that and deal with it as well.
Okay, Visi.
Yeah, so for me, the matter is a very sensitive one. And this is the time that a lot of people are watching. The outside world is watching. We have already had, agitations that the government, the presidency is nepotistic and all of that. So this is now like an example to show, are you actually nepotistic, or you will follow the rule of law? So everybody's watching, and I would like the federal government to be very careful on the steps that they take, the next steps that they take. And also, we've had different sociocultural groups talking about what has happened, and they are asking that the rule of law be followed. They are asking that it's not just about this one person that has been caught. The problem is still there. Even if you do away with him, we need to deal with the problem. The things they are asking for, the marginalization that they have been crying for, are you making plans to see that it is resolved, to bring their trust back to the government? So it's a very sensitive thing for me, and I just hope that we will see the processes, everything will be transparent enough so that we don't have issues of international court saying...
So this issue, you see, I get that. But there are people who are using this opportunity to gloat. I've seen some posts saying, finally, yay. And I think, and it's, I would almost say disgraceful, because some of these are government officials. Because the truth is that things are quite tense the way they are. And I don't think it's time for us to begin to gloat. It's just like we said, to be careful. But on the flip side, some people are also saying they should release him. I mean, I saw Shewure's post saying that self-determination is not a crime. I think it's also very important for us to draw a line. There's a difference between self-determination and secession. They are two totally different issues. However, what are your thoughts on the fact that people using this arrest to begin to gain and cause more issues and tension, because the nation is already tense as it is.
So,
and we are trying to get some sanity. Okay. So, in your view, I mean, when Shewore comes up and says, "Oh, they should allow him to go," there's an issue, there's a legal part. Or do you think, in the interest of how sensitive this matter is, he should be let go?
So, okay, let me quickly say that I don't think the Igbo people should allow anybody use them for what they really do not represent or what they stand for. Ohaneze has appealed to them that this is not the time for carrying out placards, procession, release this and release that. Let him face the law, and we hope that the law will take its course. Yes, justice, it will be just and fair to him. So this is not that time where you now allow people to say, okay, they've caught this person, or we now start comparing to say that we have people in the Northeast who have done this and done that, they have not been proscribed yet. This is not the time. Let us just observe, and hopefully things will be done right.
Okay. Yeah, I think also we should just remind ourselves that he was arrested. Why he was arrested in 2015 was on an 11-count charge bordering on terrorism, treasonable felony, managing an unlawful society, publication of defamatory matter, illegal possession of firearms, and improper importations of goods, among others. He's also accused of instigating violence, especially in the southeastern Nigeria, resulting in the loss of lives of property of civilians, military, paramilitary, police forces, destruction of civil institutions and symbols of authority. The reason I'm naming this is that so that we do not think this was just to pick a man up and just, make nonsense of him. There are charges against him. He should face the court of law, and then we'll see how that goes.
All right, let's go to a quick break. When we come back, we'll bring in our guests to join the conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. You know, one thing is that if Nigeria finally the gem as Nnamdi Kanu, do you think that Biafra will relax and say, okay, we have agreed, let's move on? Do you think so? It can happen. So what is the best option? Round table. If round table do not solve it, let everybody go his own way. This is my own opinion. Drop your own opinion in the comment section.